Hello, my name is Israel, and I will be discussing functional relation in terms of applied behavioral analysis, or ABA. This is courtesy of the Chicago School of Psychology and Professor Danielle Walter. So, functional relation is needed for analyzing and modifying behavior by following trends and correlation. The term functional means to have a specific purpose, and in behavior, functional can be described as yes, can be described as behavior enforced by environmental factors, okay? So not private events, but in the world outside of the person. And relations are connections or associations leak between those variables. So according to Cooper et al. With the Applied Behavioral Analysis, 3rd edition textbook, a functional relation is a verbal statement summarizing the results of an experiment or groups of related experiments. So a functional relation, according to Cooper et al. Applied Behavioral Analysis, 3rd edition textbook, is a verbal statement summarizing the results of an experiment or groups of related experiments that describe the occurrence of the phenomena under the study as a function of the operation of one or more specified and controlled variable in the experiments in which a specific change in one event, the dependent variable, can be produced. So, produced by specific manipulations of other events or the independent variable, i.e., the environment, and that change in the dependent variable was unlikely to be the result of other confounding variables, so these two variables will be directly linked. Cooper et al. Did mention that Johnston and Pennypacker of 1980 described functional relation as the ultimate product of natural scientific investigation of relation between behavior and determining variables. So in ABA, this can be expressed as behavior, B equals function of x1, b equals function of x2, where b is behavior and x1 or x2 are environmental variables of which the behavior is the function. So an example would be if a teacher implements a token system where students earn a token every time they raise their hand. Every time the student raised their hand instead of shouting, that data is consistently shown that hand raising increases while shouting decreases. And we can establish a functional relation between the token reinforcement and hand raising. So the key is that the behavior change must be predictable and replicable. Since ABA is a science and we must show proof of our work and data that backs up the claims that we make, of course. So functional relation is important because it allows us to use evidence-based interventions without demonstrating functional relation. We can't make solid claims that a specific intervention is responsible for behavior change. So ABA relies on experimental designs like reversal designs or multiple baseline designs to confirm these relations. Okay. So, yes, when it comes to the reversal design, meaning, I guess, that we can backtrack our work or that multiple baseline designs. So, where different kids, or where different people start in their behavior when it comes to baseline behavior, which is usually before we correct or help correct the behavior. We would need multiple examples and differentiating factors or baselines to confirm these relationships, as again, they have to be replicable and predictable. So, in summary, a functional relation in ABA exists when we can prove a clear cause and effect relationship between an environmental change and behavior. Understanding functional relation helps us create effective data driven interventions.